Hello dear students, welcome to Module 5 in the AFTIA project, Audio Description, AD, Who and How. Audio description or AD is a verbal narration of visual information aiming to make content accessible to blind and partially sighted people. Throughout this module, the term translators will be given a more general meaning, referring to audio description scriptwriters doing intersemiotic translation within the same language, as well as translators trained in AD who can write AD in their working languages or translate and culturally adapt an existing AD into another language. AD matches the language of the source product. The term actors will refer to the person voicing an AD script at any stage of AD production, not necessarily a person with formal training in acting who works in the industry. This means that translators can also be actors during the AD script writing process because they need to make sure that voicing the AD fits within the available slots. Remember, dear students, audio description doesn't involve translation, but an AD script can be adapted into another language. Therefore, you will be called AD translators or scriptwriters and also actors. This module is structured in 3 units. Learning Unit 1, AD production by the translators. Learning Unit 2, the role of voice actors in AD delivery. Learning Unit 3, AD digital literacy platforms and supply-demand balance. Learning Unit 1, AD production by the translators, starts with an overview of the main layers of an audiovisual product. The visual non-verbal layer, which includes images, the visual verbal layer, which includes on-screen text, the audio non-verbal layer, which includes music or sound effects, and the audio verbal layer, which includes dialogue and lyrics. When doing AD for films, an AD scriptwriter will draft the AD segments or events in the gaps between the existing dialogue and sound effects mixed in with the original soundtrack, aiming to make films accessible to blind and partially sighted people. Before writing the AD events, ask yourself, which layer is already accessible to the target audience? And which layer needs AD to become accessible to the target audience? Next, you will develop your AD script writing skills by learning how to describe characters, setting, and actions to ensure qualitative audio description. Learning Unit 2, the role of voice actors in AD delivery. This one prompts you to step into the shoes of a voice actor. Audio description is heard, not read. Voice actors are hired to do it. You are not a professional voice actor, but your role as an AD scriptwriter is to be aware of key aspects of audio description, voicing or ADV, such as pace, diction, intonation, and tension. Follow these tips. Improve your diction, control your intonation, and match the tension of the scene. And you will be able to voice AD segments in a consistent tone. You'll be able to voice on-screen information appropriately. And you'll also be able to voice emotional content effectively. This will enable you to develop strategies to shape a flexible audio description voicing. Learning Unit 3, AD digital literacy platforms and supply-demand balance, introduces you to specialized software, Cadet. Caption and description editing tool, a free downloadable caption authoring software with integrated AI tools. You learn how to work in the editor mode and in the review mode. This unit also focuses on two audiovisual products which need AD to facilitate inclusion: dance performances and art exhibits. You will learn to evaluate the balance between auditory and visual elements in dance performances and determine the appropriate vocabulary to tell the story. You will understand the importance of verbs of movement and that of nouns and adjectives in describing costumes and setting. Turning to AD for paintings, you will learn about the importance of chromatics and how to examine the composition of art exhibits in view of drafting an AD script. Your AD toolkit for film, dance, and art will be complete, and you will have the privilege of contributing to localizing audiovisual content for the blind and partially sighted audiences. Happy learning!